What's going on, guys? So didn't get a video posted up yesterday. Was working on the CRX basically all night until about 4 o'clock in the morning. Fixed my oil leak, which is superb. Retimed the car to make sure that the engine was running correctly. And what else did we do? Right now we are trying to make a reference point for the turbo, so for the wastegate and the turbo, a vacuum reference, so that way the wastegate opens on time, or like it should, and if all goes as planned, today we should be putting the car on the dyno. So I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed, hope everything works out, nothing weird happens, and we can make some decent power and I can finally drive the car, because as you guys can see, today is a beautiful day and it's perfect for doing pulls, so I'm super excited to get the car out on the road. I do have to make a stop at my cousin Gerald's house. I'm gonna pick up his Jeep. I'm getting a broken head bolt, or exhaust bolt, not head bolt. I'm getting a broken exhaust manifold bolt out for him, and I'm going to swap his manifold because his current one has a crack, so that should be interesting. Let's get to it. What's going on, guys? So I'm back at the shop. Took care of the oil leak, took care of the coolant leak. Everything else seems to be running good. Car's idling great. Only issue we have now is, for some reason, it's throwing cell number 4, so we're trying to figure out what's going on. Has something to do with the crank position sensor. So figure out cell number 4, and then we're gonna put it on the dyno and try and make some power. I'm really hoping that we get it on the dyno and halfway tuned, so that way I can at least do a single pull on the street today, because that would be amazing. Otherwise, everything with the Turbo CRX build is going great. I got another project. A buddy of mine is having a gnarly exhaust leak in his Jeep, and he's got a broken bolt back there, so I'm gonna go ahead and take his exhaust manifold off and replace his manifold gasket, and to replace a broken bolt that he broke off in there. So hopefully I get those two things replaced fairly quick and then get rid of the leak. I personally have a sneaking suspicion that his leak is coming from his passenger side exhaust manifold. He had told me he had replaced his driver's side exhaust manifold already, and he still had the noise. I'm almost 100% sure it's coming from the passenger side, but I'm going to replace the driver's side like I said I would, and if that doesn't take care of the leak, then I'm going to have him buy the passenger side exhaust manifold, and I will replace that in that gasket. I'm not going to take a video of me doing this, because this isn't really related to a lot of the stuff that I do at the shop. This is more just a favor I'm doing for a cousin of mine. So I'm not going to get too much into that, but when my buddy gets back down here, we're going to dig back into this thing, and we're going to get it going, and we're going to make some power. So stay tuned, guys, and I'll keep you updated. What's going on, guys? So it's probably 2 days later, I believe. I ran into a bunch of issues with the CRX, so had to take care of that, and it took a couple of days. I haven't really had a lot of time to record. I want to keep daily uploading, or I was trying to daily upload, because I know that's how you get subscribers and followers and all that stuff, but life hits you. But car's running good. It's not tuned yet, but we're in the process of tuning it. I had to take the turbo apart because of some issue with the seal not sealing correctly. It was leaking oil, to say the least. So we rebuilt the turbo. We got it put together correctly. We don't have any issues with that leaking anymore. There was a plug right it was basically in between the distributor and the VTEC solenoid. So a little metal plug with a hex head in it. That was leaking. I had purchased this head off of somebody, this GSR head, off of someone, and they had stripped it out and then tried to JB weld it shut. So it wasn't sealing correctly. There was oil leaking out of out of the crevices, so we fixed that. We fixed the turbo leak. Cell number 4 is gone, so we kind of weeded through most of the issues with the car. It's on the dyno right now, and I believe, I'm not sure how much power he made. I'm not even sure if it's done, but as I was leaving, he was starting to tune the VTEC map. But I did get a few videos of just small pulls, so I will upload those, or we'll switch to those. So yeah, like I said, those are some very light pulls, nothing crazy. It's going to take a while to tune this car. We want to make a good amount of power, so he's going to spend his time on it. Yeah, like I said, very light pulls. We just wanted to be safe for those few runs, but tomorrow we should be getting into the power pulls, and tomorrow's video should be 10 times more exciting. So with all that being said, if you like what you saw, hit that like button. Please subscribe. It means the world to me. If you guys have any questions with anything that I'm doing, any questions about my build, build specs, I'd be happy to disclose that information with you and let you know, what I did to get my car to where it's at. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to bed. I know Darlin's tired. She's been waiting for me to go to sleep for like the last 2 hours, so we're gonna get out of here, but thank you for watching, and we will see you guys later.